नहमदहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. Inshallah, through this video, we will be learning the word-for-word English translation of verses 40 to 62 of Surah Najm. Let's begin. Wa anna, and that, sa'yahu, his striving, from sa'i, sawfa, soon, yura, be seen. It is passive because of the dhamma on the ya. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is informing us that the striving of the human being will be seen. And the ayah before this was, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informed us that for mankind is what he has striven for. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give us, evaluate us on the striving which we are doing and not the result. The dunya is about the result, whereas with Allah is our striving, how much we have striven for. Let's revise. Wa anna, and that, sa'yahu, his striving, sawfa, soon, yura, be seen. Next verse. Thumma, then, yujzahu, he will be recompensed for it, from jaza. Al-jazaa, the recompense. Al-awfa, the fullest, from wafa. Thumma, then, yujzahu, he will be recompensed for it. Al-jazaa, the recompense. Al-awfa, the fullest. Next verse. Wa anna, and that, ila, to, rabbika, your Lord, al-muntaha, the final goal. Wa anna, and that, ila, to, rabbika, your Lord, al-muntaha, the final goal. Next verse. Wa annahu, and that he, huwa, he, adhaka, causes to laugh, wa abka, and causes to weep. Let's revise. Wa annahu, and that he, huwa, he, adhaka, causes one to laugh, wa abka, and causes one to weep. Wa annahu, and that he, huwa, he, amata, causes death, wa ahya, and gives life. Wa annahu, and that he, huwa, he, amata, causes death, wa ahya, and gives life. Wa annahu, and that he, khalaqa, created, az-zawjaini, the pairs, al-dhakara, the male, wal-untha, and the female. Wa annahu, and that he, khalaqa, created, az-zawjaini, the pairs, al-dhakara, the male, wal-untha, and the female. Min, from, nutfatin, a semen drop, a trickle of the ejaculated fluid. Ida, when, tumna, it is ejaculated. Min, from, nutfatin, a semen drop. Ida, when, tumna, it is ejaculated. Only one sperm is required to fertilize the ovum out of the millions that are ejaculated. That's why it's a nutfa. Wa anna, and that, alayhi, upon him, an-nash'ata, the bringing forth, al-ukhra, another. Wa anna, and that, alayhi, upon him, an-nash'ata, the bringing forth, al-ukhra, another. وَأَنَّهُ and that he, huwa, he, aghna, enriches from ghani, wa and suffices. وَأَنَّهُ and that he, huwa, he, aghna, enriches, wa and suffices. وَأَنَّهُ and that he, huwa, he, Rabb, Lord, Ash'ara, the Sirius. It's a star which the pagans used to worship. وَأَنَّهُ and that he, huwa, he, Rabb, Lord, Ash'ara, the Sirius. وَأَنَّهُ and that he, ahlaka, destroyed from halak, Ad, people of Ad, al-ula, the first. وَأَنَّهُ and that he, ahlaka, destroyed, Ad, al-ula, the first. وَثَمُودَ and Thamud, فَمَا, so not, أَبْقَى, he spared. وَثَمُودَ and Thamud, فَمَا, not, أَبْقَى, he spared. وَقَوْمَ نُوحٍ and the people of Nuh alayhi salam min qabla, before. إِنَّهُمْ indeed they, كَانُوا hum, they were, Kanu is they were, whom is they, emphasis, أَظْلَمَ, most unjust, from Zulm, وَأَطْغَى and most rebellious. وَقَوْمَ نُوحٍ and the people of Nuh alayhi salam min qabl, before. إِنَّهُمْ indeed they, كَانُوا they were, أَظْلَمَ most unjust, وَأَطْغَى and most rebellious. فَالْمُؤْتَفِكَةَ and the overturned cities, أَهْوَى he overthrew. فَغَشَّاهَا so covered them. Ma, what? Ghasha, covered. فَغَشَّاهَا so covered them. Ma, what? Ghasha, covered. فَبِأَيِّ then which? Alai, the favors. Rabbika, of your Lord. Tatamara, will you doubt? فَبِأَيِّ then which? Alai, the favors. Rabbika, your Lord. Tatamara, will you doubt? Hada, this. Nadhirun, a warner. Min, from. An-nuzur, the warners. Nadir is singular, warner. Nuzur is plural, warners. Al-ula, the former. Hada, this. Nadir, a warner. Min, from. An-nuzur, the warners. Al-ula, the former. Azifati, has approached. Al-azifatu, the approaching day. Azifati, has approached. Al-azifatu, the approaching day. Laisa, not. Laha, for it. Min dunillah, besides Allah. Kashifa, any remover. Laisa, not. Is laha, for it. Min dunillah, besides Allah. Kashifa, any remover. Afamin, then is it about? Hada, this. Al-hadith, the statement. Tajabun, you wonder, from Ajib. Afamin, then is it about? Hada, this. Al-hadith, statement. Tajabun, you wonder. Atadhakun, and you laugh. Wala, and not. Tabkoon, you weep, you cry. Watadhakun, and you laugh. Wala, and not. Tabkoon, you weep. Wa'antum, while you. Samidun, amuse yourselves. Wa'antum, while you. Samidun, amuse yourselves. Fasjudu, so prostrate lillahi to Allah, wa'buduh, and worship Him. It's an ayat of sajda. Fasjudu, so prostrate lillahi to Allah, wa'buduh, and worship Him. Let's revise verses 40 to 62 of Surah Najm. Wa'anna, and that sa'yahu, his striving, sawfa, soon, yura, seen. Thumma, then, yujzahu, he will be recompensed for it. Al-jazaa, the recompense. Al-awfa, the fullest. Wa-anna, and that. Ila, to. Rabbika, your Lord. Al-muntaha is the final goal. Wa-annahu, and that he. Huwa, he. Adhaka, makes, causes one to laugh. Wa-abka, and causes one to weep. Wa-annahu, and that he. Huwa, he. Amata, causes death. Wa-ahya, and gives life. Wa-annahu, and that he. Khalaqa, created. Az-zawjaini, the pairs. Al-dhakara, the male. Wal-untha, and the female. Min, from. Nutfatin, a semen drop. Ida, when. Tumna, it is ejaculated. Wa-anna, and that. Alayhi, upon him. An-nash'ata, the bringing forth. Al-uqra, another. Wa-annahu, and that he. Huwa, he. Aghna, enriches. Wa-aqna, and suffices. Wa-annahu, and that he. Huwa, he. Rabb, Lord. Ashara, the serious. Wa-annahu, and that he. Ahlaka, destroyed. Ad, al-ula, the first. Wa-thamuda, and Thamud. Fama, so not. Abqa, he spared. Wa-qawma, and the people. Nuh, of Nuh alayhi salam. Min qabl, before. Innahum, indeed they. Kanu, they were. Hum, they. Adlama, most unjust. Wa atgha, and more rebellious. Wal mu'tafikata, and the overturned cities. Ahwa, he overthrew. Ghashaha, so covered them. Ma, what? Ghasha, covered. Fabi'ayyi, then which? Alai, favors. Rabbika, of your Lord. Tatamara, will you doubt? Hada, this. Nadir, a warner. Min, from. An-nudur, the warners. Al-ula, the former. Azifati, has approached. Al-azifa, the approaching day. Laysa, not. Laha, for it. Min dunillah, besides Allah. Kashifa, any remover. Afaman, then is it? Hada, this. Al-Hadith, the statement. Ta'jabun, you wonder. وَتَضْحَكُونَ, and you laugh. Wala, and not. Tabkun, you weep. وَأَنْتُمْ, while you. Samidun, amuse yourselves. Fasjudu, so prostrate. Lillahi, to Allah. Wa'buduh, and worship Him. If you've liked this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Let's end the session with a dua. Rabbi zidni ilma. My Lord, increase me in knowledge. Ameen.